Yeah, welcome back to yet another episode. Yeah, I remain your host, Resh. And of course, you've got the dude, the regular dude, LA. What's popping?
It's good, people. How you doing?
Yeah, Ejiro is still kicking it with us.
Yes.
She's still hanging in there.
EJ. Hanging in there.
Yeah.
Let her go. Who's that out?
She's still hanging in there. Yeah, so I mean, we're going to go into what's entertaining and what's not. And today's what's entertaining, what's not is actually taking a new dimension, really. I just thought like, okay, let's just do something different. Excuse me, what's entertaining, what's not. So I'm going to talk about Tunde Onakoya.
The chess guy.
Yeah. chess in the Slum Africa.
Yeah.
He just came back from the US with some of his mentees, and it's actually been very interesting. Let me just read a little profile of Tunde. Yeah, he said inspired by his upbringing in the slum of Ikorodu, Lagos, where he learned chess at a barber's shop. Said Onakoya launched the initiative to provide educational and life-changing opportunities to marginalized youth. The project operates in the slum like Majidun in Ikorodu, Makoko, Oshodi. I mean, using chess to teach critical thinking, problem solving, resilience, and socio-economic skills. And I got to know Tunde way back when. I knew when he started. It was just like a joke, and he would go to the underbridge in Oshodi. That's when I actually started to notice him. He would go to underbridge in Oshodi, and then he would talk to the guys there and all. It was just started like a random, project and stuff and all. But what's been interesting is how, the trajectory has just been very, I don't know, really. And for him to have done maybe 2 Guinness World Record, not maybe, like actually 2 Guinness World Record, because the one that he did initially, Guinness World Record did not recognize it. And those guys, the guys that actually broke the record, the first guys that broke the chess record, which was 56 hours actually, before Tunde did his own. I think Tunde did 60 hours. And then those guys broke it again. And Tunde now did another 64 hours with one Sean guy in New York. This last trip that they made to the US and all. What do you guys think? Do you think it's entertaining? Because these guys are like, there was no chance in hell that he could have gotten such opportunities, if not for Tunde showing up, and all. And these guys have been to the US, they've played chess in the US, they've met governors, they've met dignitaries, they've been to the UN, they've gone to the UN to actually make presentations and stuff and all. And these guys are talking to the who's of who's on the global stage, just by one guy deciding, to pursue, his dream, especially in this country that is, sad to say, dream killers. Nigeria actually kills dreams. There is no way to.
You can't get through one episode without shedding your country, can you?
Yeah. but the thing with we have to also face our reality, really. Except of course if we are deceiving ourselves. It doesn't mean that I hate Nigeria. I love Nigeria so much. Yeah. And I want Nigeria to succeed. And that's the reason why we're even here doing podcasting. So if not, we won't be podcasting. Yeah. So
what do you mean? Is it like the kids who are the proteges? You're asking if their accomplishments is
everything, the whole Tunde concepts. Is he entertaining or not entertaining? And with your accompanying, comments and stuff.
Well, I don't know if I would say entertaining. More impactful than entertaining.
Inspiring.
Yeah, inspiring because, and it's interesting you mentioned him. I saw a picture maybe 2-3 weeks ago. It was of a young boy. I think he had one of those diseases. If it's I can't recall now if it's palsy, if it's cerebral palsy or autism. I don't know what it was. But it was one of those young children that had like a mental disability or supposed mental disability, and it was a Nigerian. And Tunde had given him the opportunity to learn chess and play chess. Turns out the boy is a whiz kid in chess. And then he had gone on to win awards in chess competitions in Germany, in Europe.
Wow,
I think he was the number 1, number 2 chess champion for his age grade. Basically, he doesn't live in Nigeria anymore because he's now always touring over the country, over the world playing chess. And then when I saw that, it shook me. It shook me because he was being celebrated in Europe for being the number 1, number 2 world champion. And I asked myself, if Tunde Onakoya did not identify this young guy through chess, that boy would have remained in Nigeria. His talent would have died in him.
Yeah.
And everybody would have called him an imbe. And that would have been his life a failure because he would have been in an environment that did not recognize the greatness in him. It would have been an environment that did not identify that there was something. Yes, let's leave the outward appearance. This guy is not the typical young, happening, fast talking child and all that. But there's something in that child that's valuable. This environment will never have celebrated it. But because of what Tunde does with his chess thing, he's been able to take that child to an environment that can identify that talent and celebrate it. And he's living a great life now. A life that has purpose, right? That's the kid I'm talking about, and that's fantastic, So for me, I think it's more of an impactful, story.
Yeah.
And God continue to bless him for what he's doing because when he
today.
started doing it, it was not money that was in his mind.
It was not
It was
money
not money that was in his mind. It was just, how can I give back to society? How can I help other people? And he has actually helped so many people. So for me, I think it's an inspiring story.
Yes, inspiring.
And an impactful story.
That's entertaining.
Yeah.
It's a sober kind of thing. Rather than entertaining.
I think there was one post about something I saw recently where there was this boy. The boy was I don't know, he was playing chess or something. Then Tunde went to meet him, and Tunde was just telling us how he was just gisting us how the journey went for him. Then I think the mom was sick. Then later the mom died or something. So Tunde had to become the boy's father.
Yeah,
So,
I know that story.
So now there will be I call it story because the boy actually won a competition abroad and everything. So some people are like, God bless you, Tunde, but the kind of woman you will get married to the woman will have to understand though, because you can be coming back from sorry and just pick a child on the street. And I actually dropped a comment that he has to actually marry someone that is as compassionate as he is, because if you should go for it, that's if you actually want to get married though. And so you should go for someone that is as compassionate as he is, because if you should go for someone that is the opposite of him,
problems.
There will be problems. And I'm like, today is coming with 2 children or no children. The woman is also coming with like 3. So that's just it. And I'm like, some people are just I thank God for people like Tunde Onakoya. I really thank God for them, because they're actually making these youngsters actualize their dreams. And
what I excuse me, what I particularly like about him is he's very detailed, because if you look at some of his pictures that he shares online, where he started, he took pictures, the very interesting situation with his parents. I think recently he just got his parents a house. I think recently, like, when he said the dad was a taxi driver and was always working, the mom had to go get a job, just so that he can go to school. He missed school for 2 years and stuff and all. I've actually been I've actually been looking for an opportunity for us to kind of give him a shout, because the guy is doing very well.
Yes.
And he had a health care where he had to do operation because he was talking about him walking and not being able to walk. And he actually even raised the money. He raised the money online too as well. Money was raised online, and people were able to help him. And I think that's the reason why he started to limp, because when they did the operation for him, I think they removed, I don't know how the operation went. There was a disc that was kind of operated on his back and stuff and all. And if you get to see this, Tunde, it's a shout out to you.
God bless you,
doing
Tunde,
very well.
for all you do.
Keep at it and stuff and all. You're one of those shining lights, in Nigeria.
Yes.
Where the youth can actually look up to and say they've been able to, feel the impacts and stuff, especially the kids that are coming back, just landed from from Yankee. They will be coming back home. And,
they've leveled up.
Yeah, leveled up. So I just thought to say that. And then also there was a controversial one where a certain guy sent an ex tweet back that Tunde is always helping Yoruba people. They've never seen any other tribe in his in his accomplishment. There's only Yoruba people that he's always helping.
I've never even thought of that.
You'll be amazed. You'll be amazed.
Yeah, so I don't know what you guys think about that, really. Where do you think? When is it too much? With this tribal bigotry and just I don't know.
Tunde responded to that guy's tweet, and I love his response. It was a very intelligent response, and he responded with an analogy. He said the story of the ants. He said there are 50. He said there was a jar, and 50 blue ants were put into it, and 50 red ants were put into the jar. He said when the two sets of ants were put into the jar, they kept up with their business like nothing was going on. He said the moment someone shook the jar, then the blue ants felt like maybe the red ants wanted to do something to him, and they started fighting each other, and then they killed each other. He said the ants were okay cohabiting up until someone shook the ants. He said that's how Nigeria's story too is. He said that he won't respond to that person that made that comment, but he hopes that Nigerians one day will realize that the people that are our enemy is not the Yoruba or the Igbo. He said the enemy is the person who is shaking the jar. He said that is the person that we're going to actually pray for and hope that God will deliver us from. Right? And the person that made that tweet is synonymous to someone that shakes the jar. Because tell me why everybody is busy celebrating, the lives that one person is changing, the sacrifice is making, and then from the depth of the evil in your heart, what you can say is have you guys noticed that it's these Yoruba people this person used to help? Like, where did that come from? Where to where? Is that something that's coming from your mind?
It helps people from Lagos, Abi. Most people under the bridge and everything. And Lagos is let me not go.
You can't even begin to rationalize it, because in the same Lagos you definitely have people who are from other tribes. Lagos is like a melting pot.
But do they have interest in chess?
Yeah, so one of his tweets also, one of his stuff that I saw, he's been to quite a number of states in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Where he set up some people back to school.
I believe
because
so.
this chess in the slum is actually
like a
it's all
nationwide
yeah,
kind of
yeah,
thing.
it's all encompassing. The project is actually all encompassing. You don't just start playing chess because chess is mathematical in nature. You have to be calculative and stuff and all. You have to be very intelligent. And so those are part of the thing. So, I mean, scholarship to school is part of the process of joining the chess in the Slum Africa and stuff and all. So he does that. He's been to Maiduguri. He's been to quite a number of states in Nigeria.
Yeah, so I think it's wild.
So it's the person that does not know, the story.
Exactly.
Yeah, clearly.
Yeah.
So what that person is trying to do is just stir up. Just wants to stir up division.
Yeah, just check the periphery, the surface, and be like, okay, I'm going to treat this and Hey, cute Joy, man.
I think of which we also just talked about. We just talked about social media influencing and stuff. So maybe some of them are getting paid
to do things like that
from that stuff that they are generating and stuff. And
of course.
So overall, I think Tunde is very entertaining, and he keeps entertaining Nigeria.
How is he entertaining?
Yeah,
it's impactful according to LA.
Yeah, so impactful. You are using English. I'm sticking with our title for the.
What is entertainment?
For the for me, I look at it from the.
You can just say they have maybe they catch fun while playing chess.
Yeah. So you are.
But this real story is
you are getting there.
Yeah,
you are getting there. You are getting there.
Oh,
you are getting there. We will get there. So what I'm saying is that what makes it entertaining is something that you think about, and it kind of makes you feel, this is good stuff and all. Yeah, so that's where my own entertainment is coming from. I'm not looking at it from the entertainment definition of entertainment, like he's doing jazz or what have you and all. I'm looking at how people feel eventually when they think about Tunde. They feel good, and it's entertaining them. Like, okay, this is actually a feel good story. That's where I'm coming from, and that is where I'm going. So you see,
it's entertaining to you. I don't think